In what has become one of the most vulnerable, honest, and surprisingly relatable moments in the public life of one of the world's most famous, scrutinized, and often misunderstood celebrities, Kim Kardashian, the 45-year-old reality television star, beauty and fashion mogul, criminal justice reform advocate, and aspiring attorney who has spent the past 6 years pursuing her dream of becoming a licensed lawyer through an unconventional apprenticeship route rather than traditional law school, has candidly revealed to her millions of followers, supporters, critics, and curious observers that she did not pass the notoriously difficult California bar examination that she took at the end of July, acknowledging this setback with remarkable grace, transparency, and unwavering determination, while making it absolutely clear that this temporary failure will not deter her from continuing to pursue her legal aspirations and eventually achieving her goal of becoming a practicing attorney who can use her unique combination of celebrity platform, personal wealth, media savvy, and genuine passion for criminal justice reform to make meaningful differences in the lives of people who have been failed by an often unjust, racially biased, and excessively punitive legal system. A warm welcome to Celebrity Gossip. Please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you do not miss the latest updates and hot gossip on the Kardashians and your favorite celebrities. The announcement, which Kim shared through a candid, thoughtful, and refreshingly authentic Instagram Stories post that quickly circulated across social media platforms, entertainment news websites, legal discussion forums, and countless group chats among people who have been following her unconventional legal journey with varying degrees of support, skepticism, admiration, and criticism since she first announced her intentions to become a lawyer back in 2019, came several months after she sat for the grueling, mentally exhausting, and famously challenging California bar examination on July 29th and July 30th, enduring 2 full days of intensive testing that assesses legal knowledge, analytical reasoning, writing skills, and the ability to apply complex legal principles to hypothetical scenarios in ways that demonstrate genuine understanding and practical competence. In her characteristically direct, honest, and self-aware social media post, Kim wrote with a mixture of disappointment, humor, resilience, and fierce determination that she is not a lawyer yet, but that she does play a very well-dressed one on television, referencing her legal drama series and demonstrating her ability to maintain perspective, find humor in setbacks, and acknowledge the sometimes surreal and contradictory nature of her public life, where she portrays attorneys in fictional entertainment while simultaneously working incredibly hard behind the scenes to actually become a real attorney in the non-fictional world, where passing standardized examinations and meeting state bar requirements matters far more than camera presence, designer clothing, or celebrity status. The Skims founder and mother of 4 children continued her message by emphasizing that despite this setback, temporary failure, and undoubtedly painful disappointment after investing so much time, energy, mental effort, and emotional commitment into preparing for this examination, she remains absolutely committed to her legal journey, explaining that she is now 6 years into this challenging, unconventional, and often doubted path toward becoming a licensed attorney, and that she remains completely all in, totally dedicated, and utterly unwilling to quit, give up, take shortcuts, or abandon her dream simply because she encountered an obstacle, experienced a setback, or failed to achieve her goal on this particular attempt. Kim made it abundantly clear through her words, tone, and evident determination that there will be no shortcuts in her journey, no giving up when things become difficult or discouraging, and no abandonment of the rigorous standards, demanding requirements, and genuine competency expectations that the legal profession rightfully maintains to ensure that attorneys who are licensed to practice law actually possess the knowledge, skills, analytical abilities, and ethical understanding necessary to effectively represent clients, navigate complex legal systems, and uphold the integrity of the profession, regardless of whether those aspiring attorneys are unknown law students or internationally famous celebrities with massive platforms and unlimited resources. Instead, Kim emphasized that her response to this failure will be simply more studying, increased dedication, renewed focus, and even more determination to master the material, develop her legal reasoning abilities, improve her performance on standardized examinations, and ultimately achieve the passing score that will allow her to finally realize her long-held dream of becoming a practicing attorney who can leverage her unique combination of celebrity platform, personal wealth, media savvy, and genuine passion for criminal justice reform to make meaningful differences in the lives of people who have been failed by an often unjust, racially biased, and excessively punitive legal system. The reality star and business mogul also took time in her announcement to express genuine gratitude, appreciation, and heartfelt thanks to everyone who has supported and encouraged her along the way throughout this challenging 6-year journey that has required countless hours of reading dense legal texts, memorizing complicated legal doctrines, attending law firm apprenticeship sessions, studying for examinations, writing practice essays, working through hypothetical scenarios, and maintaining her commitment to this goal, even when critics dismissed her efforts as publicity stunts, questioned her intelligence and capabilities, or suggested that her celebrity status somehow diminished the legitimacy or seriousness of her legal aspirations. Kim also shared an important and empowering perspective on failure itself, writing with evident sincerity and hard-won wisdom that falling short is not actually failure in any meaningful or permanent sense, but rather represents fuel, motivation, inspiration, and renewed determination to work harder, study more effectively, and ultimately succeed in achieving goals that matter deeply, regardless of how many attempts, setbacks, or temporary disappointments one must endure along the way. She revealed that she was actually quite close to passing the examination, coming near enough to the required passing score that she could see how achievable her goal truly is with continued effort and dedication, and that this near-miss result, rather than discouraging her or making her question whether she should continue pursuing her legal aspirations, has actually motivated her even more intensely, energized her commitment, and strengthened her resolve to keep pushing forward until she finally achieves the success that has so far remained just slightly out of reach, despite her considerable efforts and genuine dedication. The California bar examination, which is widely recognized throughout the legal profession as one of the most difficult, comprehensive, and challenging bar examinations administered anywhere in the United States, is given just twice per year, creating limited opportunities for aspiring attorneys to attempt the exam, and potentially adding to the pressure, stress, and high stakes that candidates experience when they sit for this grueling assessment of their legal knowledge and analytical abilities. According to information provided on the California State Bar's official website, the examination consists of 5 one-hour essay questions that require candidates to identify relevant legal issues, apply appropriate legal rules and principles, analyze complex fact patterns, and communicate their reasoning clearly and effectively in writing, plus one 90-minute performance test that simulates real-world legal tasks and assesses practical lawyering skills, plus 200 multiple-choice questions that cover various areas of law and test candidates' knowledge, understanding, and ability to apply legal principles to specific scenarios. The sheer volume, complexity, and mental endurance required to complete this examination successfully help explain why approximately 16,000 people take the exam each year, according to California State Bar statistics, yet a significant percentage of test takers, including many who attended traditional law schools and devoted 3 full years to intensive legal education, do not pass on their first attempt and must retake the examination multiple times before finally achieving a passing score. Kim first revealed her legal aspirations publicly back in 2019 when she announced that she had decided to pursue becoming a lawyer through an apprenticeship with a San Francisco-based law firm, utilizing an alternative pathway to legal licensure that is available in California and 3 other United States jurisdictions, and allows aspiring attorneys to study law through supervised work experience and self-directed learning rather than attending traditional law school. Though this apprenticeship route typically requires even more years of study and is often considered more difficult than the conventional law school pathway. Over the years since announcing her legal ambitions and beginning her apprenticeship, Kim has worked extensively and passionately in the areas of prison reform and clemency advocacy, using her celebrity platform, political connections, financial resources, and growing legal knowledge to help numerous individuals who were serving what she considered unjust, excessive, or inappropriately harsh sentences, including helping secure sentence commutations for people like Kris and Alice Marie Johnson, whose cases brought national attention to issues of mandatory minimum sentences, nonviolent drug offenses, and racial disparities in sentencing. One of Kim's most celebrated achievements during her legal journey came when she passed the baby bar examination, also known as the first-year law students examination, which is required in California for students pursuing law through apprenticeship programs rather than accredited law schools, and which assesses knowledge of basic legal principles typically covered during the first year of law school. When she finally passed that examination after multiple attempts, Kim celebrated on social media by writing in all capital letters that she had passed the baby bar exam, expressing her genuine pride, relief, and satisfaction at achieving this important